Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Starkey Farmstead. So I wanted to clarify a few things for everybody. First off, this mayor race that's going on in New York is going to have repercussions across America. Folks, listen to me. The line between the haves and the have-nots are growing wider and wider. And I believe it is because we have truly been applying socialistic principles in America since the 1930s. Since FDR rolled out the New Deal and got people on things like Social Security, insurance, food stamps, unemployment, we have seen our entire capitalistic system degrade. And let me explain it to you this way. You cannot have the government involved in free trade. You cannot have the government involved in things like medical care, education, housing, because when they get involved, it becomes a red tape ordeal. When they get involved, prices go up. When they get involved, your quality of life goes down. Prior to 1930, America, almost everybody was considered wealthy in today's standards. Even the poorest of the poor had housing and food. Then rolls the Great Depression, right? Following our Civil War by 70 years. How convenient. And what happened was they began to put social nets in place to help people. Now, I'm a Christian, and I firmly believe that we should help those who cannot help themselves. But the difference is I believe that a lot of things should be run through churches and local communities and not bureaucratic red tape. I think what's happening in America right now is we as a country are going to have to decide once and for all, are we going to be a socialist state? Are we going to allow the government to dictate how much money people can make? What kind of schooling people can get? Are we going to allow the government to tell us that these are the doctors that you can see? This is how much money you get to retire on. Are we going to go back to the ways that our forefathers did it? And if you work hard, you receive a lot. If you don't, you reap what you sow. And I think for Americans, people like me who have parents in their 80s, I want it the way that it was for my great-grandparents. If I work hard, do right, I'm going to be all right. I don't want to be stuck on a Social Security check and have the government tell me, this is where you can live, this is how much money you can have, and oh wait, we'll allot you an extra $32 for food every month. Congratulations, Samantha. So welcome back, everybody. If you don't know me, my name is Samantha. I'm the owner and operator of a 2-acre farmstead located in Southeast Louisiana. What you're seeing in America right now is not a capitalistic system. What you're seeing in America right now is a takeover of once was a capitalistic society. Right now, we rarely apply true capitalism to anything that we do as a country. And the reason is because we have a large demographic that lives off of the social services. I mean, I'm just being honest. There's a large group of people in this country that get Medicaid, they get food stamps, they get disability, they have all these different things, housing and stuff. And because of that, you have a large group of people that are not applying their gifts from the Lord, because if they do, they'll lose their social net. And because our wages are stagnated, because housing costs is going up, you've got people caught in a catch-22. So when you offer people who already have almost nothing more stuff for free, of course they're going to jump in that boat. Who's not going to be like, yeah, give me a free car, give me free schooling, give me free, give me free? They are never understanding the fact that they are basically being controlled by what I call a demon. It's the demon of poverty. And guys, I'm going to be very honest. I personally think of myself that anybody that's here undocumented and illegal should be removed. However, I do listen to other people's opinions. And when I hear people like police officers telling me there's not enough of us to tackle that, we need to be focused on the criminals and those who are really creating the problems, I'm going to agree with that. Why? Because those people have more knowledge than I have. A lot of you are asking me, hey, I want to get on the newsletter. I want to be in these groups, these Zooms that you guys are doing by state. How do I find that? You find that by looking at the top of comments, donating whatever you can, We'll get you on the newsletter list. Once you get the newsletter, you'll be invited to the Zooms. We'll break you up by state. Then you'll have a state leader that will help you guys organize. We're trying to give you a way to find a group of people that are like-minded to you. I am going to say this, and I'm not going to apologize for it. Please hear me. You have to put your email in the memo of however you send your donation, whether that's $1 or $100, folks. It's whatever you can afford. I'm not a nonprofit. I don't get paid by YouTube anymore. They demonetize me again. I cannot do this all day, every day totally for free. So we do require you to at least send $1. Now, if you've sent it and you still have not received your newsletter, please put that in comments. If you can reach out to me by email, do so. If you send it through Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, send another $1 with your email again, and I apologize for it. There's a lot of people signing up. It's only 2 of us doing this. We've got hundreds of people that we're trying to filter into groups. Have a little grace, folks. At least we're trying. There's so many YouTubes that are out there telling you that right now President Trump is giving $30 billion to Iran. Actually, that is the biggest lie of the day. It's not going to be the United States giving a penny. It's for nuclear power for Iran. He put that on the table, and he's going to force the Gulf states to pay for it themselves. In other words, that's your neighbor, you help them. It's not going to be on the United States. Be careful who you are listening to. People are using this whole thing to make a whole lot of money off you watching them for long periods of time. I love you guys. Be blessed. Be safe. It's time for me to take my daughter to surgery.